Hi everybody, it's Stu here, and I'm going to show you a fun little thing you can do if you want to drag one part of an image into another. Now there's two ways that you can do this, probably more than two, but we're going to go over two of those today. The first is called the Content Aware Move tool. Now what I've got is I've got my two images brought up into Photoshop in different workspaces, here and here, and you can see that both these images do not line up at all. But we're going to drag this ball and put it into this photo. Okay. Now what you want to do is go over here and get your Content Aware Move tool. And what this does is allow you to just draw a radius around the object. We'll just do a real rough one. Make sure to include things like shadows if it's a 3D object, and let go, and it's going to give you a selection around that ball. Now if you zoom out, we're going to make our other layer visible here, our other workspace, and you're just going to click this ball just like that, come on over here and drop it right into this photo, right like that. Now if you notice, Photoshop is going to do its best to blend this image into the next, and you can see here that it did not do that very well. We have some color issues, shading issues between the two photos, so you'll probably have to go around and clean that up. But more often than not, that's going to do a pretty good job. Now the next way that you might want to try and do this is to make your own selection. Now to do this, you can do it in many different ways. Up here you have some great tools for making selections. You've got a lasso tool, polygonal, magnetic. These are all fun to play around with. The best way I find is to use this here, the quick selection tool. More often than not, this is also going to give you a real quick selection based on what Photoshop thinks you are looking for. And you can just go around and clean that up a little bit and get it as best as you can to the shape of the ball. If you were doing this for real, you would probably take a lot of time and get this perfect. I also suggest the pen tool. The pen tool is a great tool for getting in these really tight round spots. Okay, but that actually looks pretty good. Oops. Just cut that out. Okay, that looks pretty good right there. So what you want to do is the same thing. Make your layers visible. You can go over here to the Move tool and just cut. See, it gives you the little scissors. And you want to just cut that right out of the image and drag it right over here and drop it wherever you think it's going to fit. And there you go. That actually looks much better than the Content Aware Move tool, so look at that. If you get a good selection, anything is possible. Look at that. I don't even need to go in there and clone that out. Perfect. Now before I did these two images, you can see I gave them a curve adjustment, and the only reason for that was to get the ball kind of close to what the image looks like. But even if you don't have it perfect, here is your ball up in a layer by itself right here. So if something doesn't match up properly, all you have to do is throw something like a curve adjustment on here, hold down Option, give it a clipping mask, just like that, so you're just affecting the ball. Let's get our little eyedropper tool here. Pick somewhere on the ball and just get it to where you want it. Let's give it a little bit dark there. There you go. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps out. See you next time.